Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the FPL Expect Agent Show. And today is a bit of a new show. It's called The Review. So, usually we only have a deadline stream, but this time we're kind of separating it into two. One stream, like reviewing the previous game week, and another stream, which is tomorrow's, which is the usual deadline stream. And yeah, as you can see, I'm the host today, and along with me, we have two guests as usual. So, first up, we have a regular. Hey, hold on, there's something wrong on my end.
I can hear you. All right. Technical difficulties within the first minute of the stream, everyone.
Within the first minute, yeah, that's not ideal. But yeah, as you can see, there are two guests with me. First up is a regular, FPL Swing. Good to have you back. How's everything so far?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me here.
And along with him, we have somebody who hasn't appeared on the channel a long time, or at least I don't think he has. FPO Bruno, welcome back to the stream. How have you been?
I'm good. Happy to be back. Going with a green arrow as well, so I'm feeling happy. Yeah, excited for this.
There's less rage There's less rage this time, I guess.
Definitely.
All right. So first up, we will start with reviewing our Game Week 13 teams. So we'll start off with FPL Swing. So I'll just put your team up and just explain through it.
All right, so I got 56 points with a -4, so I basically got 52. I got a red arrow. I dropped from 90k to 101k, but my transfers did pay off. Firstly, I sold Chilwell for Reece James. I sold Kai Havertz to Jota. That's 14 points because Kai Havertz didn't play, and then I sold Antonio for Benteke. That was my transfer with -4, and nothing much to say really about this team. Guaita couldn't keep a clean sheet. Cancelo clean sheet wipeout at the last kick of the game while being on 2 bonus points. Alexander-Arnold, everybody has him. Salah delivers as well. And Tony, he only had 1 touch in the box, which was the penalty he scored. Can't complain. Yeah, and Aston didn't play as usual, so Armstrong came on for him.
It's like a usual thing at this point. Aspilicueta doesn't play, you get an auto sub.
Yeah, 5 games in a row now. He has not played for 5 games in a row. But I believe in him. I believe he will play against Watford.
So you're gonna keep Aspilicueta for another week, huh?
Yeah. Looks like he's never leave my team. I just can't find a reason.
All right, and we're gonna move on to FPL Bruno's team. I think you forgot to share your screen.
Oh, all right. Sure. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
I have his team up here.
Yeah, just flash it for me, please.
Right in the middle of Bruno.
Okay.
So yeah, 67 points. Mostly coming from the likes of Salah, Jota, Tony. Had Saka as differential, and I think the only 2 differentials in my team were Saka and Alonso, and one of them returned. So yeah, that's why I think I have more points than Swang here. Everything looks template compared to the others. Nothing really exciting, I would say. The only transfer that I did this week was Laporte to Alonso, and I banked another transfer. Didn't really pay off. Didn't really hurt as well. So I think I'm quite happy with this team going forward. Kane just not playing. That one hurts. 12 million, invest 12 million in a player and doesn't even get a game. Yeah, not great. But yeah.
Who came on for Kane?
I think Antonio. I had Antonio on bench. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The weather, we cannot control the weather.
Yeah, we can't
I
control
think
the
this is the
weather.
first time a game's been suspended due to snow, and I saw a few tweets like, 10 years? So you can't control the weather. So I guess
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, a lot of people got liver mental 0 pointers and stuff. So I guess 2 points isn't the end of the world for that.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
Fair
Kane would
point.
get 2 points anyway, so
All right, all right. I mean, equal return. Well, look at the positive. Kane gets a few more days rest before facing Brentford and Norwich.
I mean, they have to travel, so it's not like they get a full rest and stuff. They have to travel
Well,
back to London.
they didn't have to play. It's a good
True.
thing. All right. Anything else you want to add, Bruno?
I don't know. That's about it. Let's move on to Sam, your team.
All right, so we'll move on to my team. So I scored 70 this week, but I took a -4 hit, so it's 66. So first up, it's Ramsdale on goal, 7 points, standard against the non-top 6 teams. And then the back four, I brought Alonso in for Duffy. One didn't play, one just got 2 points. So yeah, other than that, it's pretty template. So none of the points really mattered. In midfield, Salah assists, Jota getting a couple of goals. Gallagher didn't do nothing. Rafinha didn't do nothing. So I was hoping one of these two did something because I felt like those three, Jota, Gallagher, and Rafinha, they were like, I think effective ownership around my rank was around 40 to 50%, all of them. So if all three returned, I would have actually jumped quite high. That was my thoughts on Saturday, but
Only one did.
only one of them did, so it wasn't too high. And then on Sunday, this happened. Kane didn't play. He was my transfer in for Adam Armstrong for a -4.
I mean,
Oh.
look at who came on.
And then the guy that comes in, what's this guy? That was so jammy. Dennis comes on, gets 10 points. It would have been more if Vardy hadn't had a brace and Madison didn't have a goal and assist because he only got one bonus at the end of the day. Usually when a striker gets a goal and an assist, it ends up having 3 bonus points, but this is like a rare case. But still, 10 points from somebody who's barely owned, that kind of propelled me from like 25k to 16k. And then Tony, like you said, the only touch he ever had in the box was a penalty. So I guess kind of fortunate with it. And overall, up to 16k, but yeah, it looks pretty template. That's the only thing. I kind of don't like my team as much as I should.
You are a very lucky man.
I've been way too jammy these last few weeks.
To be fair, that's what you bought him for. I mean, Dennis,
Yeah.
you bought him for the
Sure.
bench points, and he came in. I don't think that's jammy. I think it's just, I mean, you bought him for that. So yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
his job, like Roy Keane would say.
Fair enough.
That's his job to score points for you.
It's his job.
To be fair, I've had a lot of heartbreak with him. A lot of holes on the bench just to get this 1 10-pointer.
No, that's pretty good.
No.
Pretty good week for you.
Yeah. So I think we should move on. But before, so first up, should we look at the suspensions, the 4 yellow cards and the 5 yellow cards? I think that might be better.
Right.
Can you pull that up? Because there are a few names which need mentioning.
All right.
Dennis is still leading the charge, my boy.
Yeah, he has already been suspended. All right, let's see who has been suspended.
Tarkowski, Westwood, they carried their suspensions from the last game since they didn't even play.
Yeah, and Laporte.
Laporte's a big one. But Richie and the Cells suspended for like a 6-pointer against Norwich.
Timo Pukki, anybody? Against this Newcastle defense. We had a captain.
I'm just
Yeah, I
up to Gilmore for the laughs.
I saw a tweet where it said that in the 13, is it 12 game weeks, right? 12 game weeks that we've played
13.
far.
13.
13. 11 times a striker scored against Newcastle, an FPL striker. So yeah.
But yeah, I actually saw that. But the thing is, right,
yeah.
I actually checked through it. Last week, I think the first 12 weeks, yeah, apart from like the Chelsea game where they didn't field a striker, and Brighton, who I think didn't start Malpe as well. I think every game a striker had a return. Last game, a striker didn't. Aubameyang tried. Aubameyang tried.
Oh, I mean, he missed a target. I mean, he did team over basically.
He racked up XG. That's all that matters.
It's all about the XG nowadays. Right, let's
Moving
see who
on.
else. Maves
There's
suspended.
Mings. There's Cash on 4. 2 of Villa's defenders. McGinn's also on 4.
Duffy.
I think Duffy's kind of lost his place. I'm not sure.
Cancelo's on 4.
Cancelo's on 4. That's a big one.
Yeah. One to keep an eye on.
Brownhill's on 4.
Yeah, Brown's on 4.
And that's not surprising. He faced a Burnley. Big ones as well.
Fernandes is on
Fernandes.
4. Shaw's on
Wilson.
4. I think
Colin
that's
Wilson.
kind of something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, this when Rangnick comes in, this could be risky. Colin Wilson.
It's kind of impressive given he hasn't played that many games and still managed to rack up 4 yellow cards.
He's rivaling Dennis with the yellow cards per game ratio. Who? Any notable names around here? That's it.
Declan Rice.
Rice is last.
With the
Declan
price
Rice is
rise
on
this
4.
week.
He got
he
price
did,
rise as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Don't know how, but he did.
Look at his record. Who was buying him?
I
West
think
Ham
his
fans.
his performances on Singular kind of got him some bias, I guess. His performances singing Rice Rice Baby kind of got him some new bias.
Well, could be. All right. I mean, that's it. No other players have 4 yellow cards. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so I guess this is the part where things get new on the stream because I'm still testing out what I want to do with this part. So I think what we're going to do this week, and it could change next week, is review each and every game. Each game won't take the same amount of time, but we'll go through all 10 games. Well, in this week's case, 9, and just talk about some talking points that we want to. And I think that's the best way to cover all bases. So we're just going to try that. If it doesn't work out, next week we'll try a different method. The first few weeks I tried just testing it out. So we'll first start off with Arsenal Newcastle. I guess this is like a standard victory for Arsenal. 2-0. Newcastle didn't really do much.
Yeah. I mean, Newcastle had an XG of 0.28. I mean, that's barely anything. Arsenal
so
really on top.
Yeah.
Arsenal had an XG of 2.85, so that's like basically. I mean, they underperformed even with the 2 goals.
Half of them were Aubameyang.
Oh my god!
Hey, do you watch all games or just highlights? I guess some of us watch all. None of us watch all the games, but I guess we watch full matches of some of the games. All of the other games we kind of just touch on the highlights, I guess.
Yep.
And we support with the statistics.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time to watch all 10 games, 90 minutes.
Yeah, especially the fixture schedules coming up. It's brutal.
Yeah. But we'll try to
Saka.
cover as many talking points as possible, I guess.
Saka went off injured after this. So
Yeah.
keep an eye on.
But you own him, right, Bruno? What are you gonna do with Saka? Just keep it whole? wait
I'm
till-
moving him on. I was planning to move him on even before the game. It was for me like his last chance, and he hasn't really looked quality this season. I know he got a goal this game, but still I wasn't impressed with him. I think that the player still to get from Arsenal is Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
Now that his price has increased, though, I mean I'm not too sure. The best part about Smith Rowe is his timing to get into the box. He chooses when to get into the box, and he chooses so perfectly. Like some players, they just go into the box and just stand there, try to get a header or whatever. He lurks outside the box and knows when to get in to get a shot. And yeah, I think that's how he's getting his goal. He's not lucky at all. I think he's just very, very good at it. And he's the player to own from Arsenal, I would say.
Yeah, he's a really good player. And looking at both of their fullbacks got an assist. Want to keep an eye or not?
Yeah, Tavares is quite. has been impressing some Arsenal fans, I would say, and some of them are saying that he perhaps deserves to start ahead of TNA itself. I mean, I'm not too sure about that, but we'll see. I mean, at 4.3 million, that's his price, right? I think
Yeah,
it's an
that should be.
interesting option if he can keep his place. And yeah, Arsenal again still very very good defensively, controlling the game, and Tavares getting good positions, getting some crosses as well. So yeah, good option going forward.
Yeah, the thing is, right, apart from shooting, Tavares actually did really well that game.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
agree.
I mean 4.3 is all. I mean these fixtures aren't really bad, and Arsenal against like the non-top six teams, they tend to keep a clean sheet. Watford, Newcastle, even Villa, they were quite unlucky to concede. Leicester, that was somehow they managed to keep a clean sheet there. So
Yeah, if
I
you got
mean,
your fifth defender for 4.3 million, which is the
I mean
same price as
Southampton are a mess,
Livramento.
and yeah, if you have a
Yeah,
spare transfer and Livermento's kind of, I guess Southampton as a whole kind of dipped a bit the last few weeks.
yeah,
So
and the fixtures
could
are
be.
not getting any better. It could be a straight swap if you want to go that way.
Yeah,
True.
it's a luxury transfer though. Like if you
Yeah,
have a chance to
that's
do
why I say
that,
if you have a spare transfer.
yeah.
Yeah, or you're a diehard Arsenal fan. All right, let's move on to the next match.
All right. So the next match is Crystal Palace Aston Villa. 2-1, McGinn and Target scored for Aston Villa. Gay scored for Crystal Palace. I guess the key thing here is this guy. Another assist again.
Ashley Young playing at left wing,
I don't
listed
know.
as a defender.
Yeah. But the thing is, right, I don't think he'll start every game. I mean, his name is Young, but he's not young anymore.
That's for sure.
Plus, they have
Yeah, I
one
mean,
year still on the bench,
but
so it's
Gerald has really tightened up the defense though.
yeah.
After he came in.
I think
And
he's known for
good.
that, right? At Rangers, tidying up the
Yeah,
defense. And Villa's
and
fixtures, I've never actually pretty looked at them, but like apart from after these three, I think this run you'd want Villa players, I guess.
But yeah,
yeah,
who do you get
Livan,
even?
That's how I was getting to, because the thing is, right, all of us will own Cancelo, James, Trent, maybe Alonso. So unless you go five at the back, I don't think a Villa defender really fits in. Unless you go Emi Martinez, but then again, there's Ramsdale, Sanchez. So
yeah,
the only option I really see, maybe Watkins. That's about
yeah,
it.
still a long time to think.
It's kind of hard.
You need a lot to break the defense template for anybody to stand up. Run out, the defense template is just too strong.
Yeah, and I'm not convinced
Yeah.
about Villa as well, to be honest. I mean, again, talking about XG, they had 2 goals from an XG of 0.5. That's a big overperformance. So yeah, I think we still need to see a bit from them. Not really impressed so far, to be honest. I think they still have a lot of work to do, and we still need to see quite a bit from the strikers as well. The fullbacks are getting the crosses, the shots, and everything. I think Target had a shot on target and a goal, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we need to see more from strikers. Like Swang said, the template for defense at the moment is too strong to beat them. I mean, would you like Antonio or would you like Target if you had to choose? Sorry, Alonso. Alonso over. Would you take Target over Alonso? Never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this it really takes a lot. It would take like someone who lot of
Also, the thing is, right, Villa
influence
not
it.
having a sub like 4.5 defender who actually starts, because of last season, their main back four, Target, Konza, Mings, and Cash are all like 5 million, sub 5 million. So it's actually hard to bring them in, even as like a backup.
Yeah, it's too expensive to put on your bench as well.
Hmm.
And also, there's really nothing to talk about Palace this match, I think. They weren't that great.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think one Swang. You have Gallagher, right? It was you,
No, I've
or I think it was
That
Sam.
was
Sam.
me.
Sam as
Yeah,
Gallagher.
but I think if I'm not mistaken, Gallagher didn't take any of the set pieces as well. So
I don't think
that's an
so.
issue for him. Yeah. I think his stats whenever he's not taking set pieces, they tank quite a bit, obviously.
Mm.
And I would say Would you still say he's a good option even without the set pieces?
I think at the price I picked him up, which is, I think I have to recheck, but I picked him up quite a while ago, game week 8 or something. So that's all right.
Five and a
Purchase
half.
price is like 5.7. So considering I bought him then, I think I'm happy to hold him for now. And it's not like there's another option which is like much better than Gallagher, who's firing at the moment. Maybe Smith Rowe if I want to transfer out Gallagher. But then again, it's not like a priority transfer, so I think I'm happy to keep Gallagher for now. If I have to transfer between like my two budget options, Rafinha and Gallagher, I'll probably go Rafinha first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
a good
again,
point.
Rafinha is on set pieces as well. And if you look at who took the set pieces for Palace, I mean, Olise took one, Eze took one. Like it was split across different players. I mean, at the moment, Palace they had a good unbeaten run at home so far this season, which is surprising, right? And that came to an end against Villa. So yeah,
Yeah, before
I mean,
this
to
one,
be
they
fair,
lost to Chelsea and Liverpool.
yeah.
these fixtures I think I'm happy to keep for now unless something drastic changes.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. How do you feel about Benteke though?
I have Benteke.
Yeah, he had three
I'm,
shots
I'm
that game.
yeah, I'm happy to hold for now. If it's just good enough for me to hold.
I think if I bought Benteke, yeah, I'll easily hold. I think what were the games that he didn't start in? Because
I think it's only the first game of the season.
the only question with Benteke is like his nailness. So he's in the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's only had one game where he didn't start, and that was against Man City.
Yeah, I think also biggest question to me personally about Benteke is his finishing. I mean, he'll get a lot of shots, but a
Yeah.
lot of them will be headers and like low XG shots, and even good chances sometimes he'll miss. I mean, he's not really a great striker, right? So even if he gets the chances, you won't really fancy him to score as much. So yeah, that's why I don't really like him as an option, to be honest. But yeah, if you have him, you hold him definitely with the fixtures coming up.
Yeah. And also the thing is, right, I don't think Palace can really drop Benteke because like Edward's not really the same type of striker.
Yeah,
In
they
terms of
didn't take
Rafinha's
Benteke
argument.
out. They took Zaha out for Edouard during the game.
So I guess unless they face like a top 6 side they want to counter against, I think Benteke should be safe.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
it, like personally, I don't think he plays next game against Leeds. I mean, Vieira said that against the teams that are going to sit back and defend, like basically the rough games, like you will see Benteke playing. Villa is probably an example of that. They are quite compact defensively. That's why you would see Benteke playing. But then against Leeds, would you rather play Benteke or play someone who can beat the one man mark that Leeds play? I think Benteke might get benched this game, I would say.
But at the same time, Leeds do have a set piece issue every time.
To be fair, they have the centre backs for that. I think Gay
I mean,
just scored last game as well. So
I'll
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
true,
who
that's
has
true.
a set piece issue. That's Crystal Palace. They have conceded the most goals
Yeah,
this season on set pieces. They're awful defensively in set pieces. So yeah, I think it's the other way around actually.
fair point, fair point. All right, let's move on to the next game.
yep. Next game should be pretty straightforward for one side. Liverpool 4, Southampton 0. And that's basically the game where Jota becomes a dead spot in all of our teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of us have the chip up, right?
Yeah, I think Salah's pretty much in everyone's team. Salah captain is pretty much a dead cert. Although, to be fair, right, Trent's actually outscored Salah for quite a few games now. I think the last 3. I think Trent's outscored Salah, so
Yeah, I don't, I
might
don't, I
spice
don't,
things
I,
up.
I don't have the balls to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
think
I
a lot
would
of us.
either.
Yeah, I think a lot of us tried to go against Salah earlier this season, and all of us got burnt. So no one's really wanting to risk it now.
Yeah. The thing is, right? I should tell you a story. I was on 13K game week 4. I dropped to 600K. I think game week 7. The reason why, because I captained Ronaldo on his streak of blanks, and while everybody was captaining Salah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've learned it the hard way, so it's kind of hard for me to drift away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Jota. Going back to your point on Jota, I mean Jota, 3 big chances this game. I mean, yeah, looking like a strong option.
And you could have
We're
had
still not
many
sure
more as
when
well.
Firmino. Yeah, that's always the case with
Yeah.
Jota, right? Every game, he could have had more.
No,
He
no,
could
I
have
was
had more.
talking about more shots because right there were a few passes from I think Salah, which kind of just strayed away from Jota on the transition.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah, even
yeah.
with
I
2
think
goals,
he's a
he could have
must-have, right?
scored way more. He didn't even get full bonus points because of all the big chances he missed.
I mean, that's Jota for you.
Yeah, that's Jota.
But going back to your question, is he a must-have? I think at this point, probably, because Firmino, we don't know when he's going to be back. And then even if he's back, within a few weeks after Firmino comes back, Salah and Mane might have to go for the Africa Cup of Nations. So then he becomes an option again. So like in the 3 to 4 weeks in that period, that's like a Christmas period. So surely Jota will get a few starts in place of one of the 3. So I guess we just hold him for that period, just suffer through it, and then he'll become an option again.
Yeah, true. Looking at the other team, what do you guys think of Armstrong? He had 2 big chances this game,
Yeah,
and
he
I
was
think
quite good as well.
two shots on target. Yeah. But again, I think that the biggest issue is his quality of finishing as well. Same thing with
That's
Benteke.
true. Because
And the next,
at the start of the game, time they actually played 5 at the back. Then during the halftime,
Yeah.
they changed to 4 at the back.
Yeah. Mark, a Southampton fan, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yep, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that was the first time he played all the 3 strikers together.
Yeah, I think that was the first. I don't remember another time Southampton played a back 3. I think it was against Chelsea, right, in the Carabao Cup or something. I think that was the only other time. But I didn't even watch that. I just checked it on SofaScore.
Yeah, I mean,
I think this is the first time like Ralph drifted away from it.
against Liverpool. That's very odd to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this as
Yeah.
Bruno said earlier.
yeah, and the next 4 as well for Southampton are not good at all. They play Leicester. I mean, Leicester not good defensively, but still, Brighton, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. So
It's a mixed bag. The festive period is a bit of a mixed bag.
yeah, I think it's definitely a sell for me if I have Armstrong. But then who do you go to as well? And we'll come up to that. We'll come to that later, I would say.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on.
Let's move on, and then we have
Norwich
the dross. That is Norwich versus Wolves. Funny thing is, right? If I told you in this game a team had 14 shots and another team had 5, you'd guess Wolves had 14, Norwich had 5, right? Instead, it's the other way around. Norwich had 14 shots compared to Wolves' 5.
New manager bounce.
New manager bounce, yes. Yeah.
I mean, if you have Star, that's pretty good haul. I mean, that's 10 points.
Star had double-digit hauls.
Yeah. I mean, if own a Wolves defender, that's good. I mean,
there isn't really anything to talk about in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pukki may be becoming a better option than the Dean Smith. Norwich had an XG of 1.41, so again, underperformance there. Pukki had 2 shots on target, I think one big chance. Yeah, one big chance. And it's a new system as well, right? The 4-3-3 playing Gilmore. I'm sure Swang knows a lot about him in the midfield and trying to create more, trying to be more offensive than the Dean Smith. And I think a lot like Watkins with Aston Villa, we might see Pukki getting some chances behind the defense. And yeah, hopefully he becomes an option because we need some good options at that price point.
Wait, let me check one thing because I just want to see somebody's price from Norwich.
What, Sergeant or what?
Mark
Well,
Lucas wrote one Norman wonder for him. He came on. He had 3 shots, 1 on target. I don't know the exact XG at the moment, but 3 key passes, 2 big chances created.
I mean, if Norman is out long term,
Norman's
good
not back
fodder.
for next game week. I don't know when he's going to be back. I mean, 4.4, that's the same price as Gilmore. So we basically have Gilmore and him as a 4.4.
Yeah, I mean, if you really need a bench fodder, plenty of options to choose from Norwich. I mean, that's just how bad they are, to be honest. All right.
I think there isn't really anything else to talk about, so we should just move on, I think.
Yeah, let's go to the next nil draw.
I think this one's the worst nil draw of the weekend. Brighton against Leeds. I actually watched that match. There wasn't really anything. Brighton dominated, but apart from, I think, one horrific Maupay miss, they didn't have too much. Leeds, they offered very little throughout the game.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Rafinha, what would you do? Leeds don't look good at all.
The thing is, right, like, how do I put this? I know they have injuries and stuff, but they just don't look promising at all. And Firpo was absolutely beaten by Lamptey all game.
Yeah, Lamptey is just a nightmare for your left back.
They had to take him off for half time.
Yeah, I mean, Lamptey, he played right wing, right? Didn't he?
I think there was wing backs and stuff. No, let me check. Yeah, he played right wing. Veltman played right back.
Yeah.
Glass legs. 5 key passes, 1 big chance created. The guy was on it all game.
Yeah,
the guy was on it all game.
I mean, he still has Maupay. You need to rely on Maupay to finish, though.
I mean, that's always been the problem with Brighton, isn't it? Finishing chances. We've never actually doubted them for creating chances and stuff.
Yeah. So, Cucurella and Lamptey. I think Lamptey is definitely worth a look if you want to sell Livramento for the 5th defender. And the fixtures I think the fixtures are better as well.
I think, Bamford back in U23s. I think Ailing as well is back in U23s for Jay. So, players are coming back. Yeah, but as Mark said here, the only good fixtures are for the next 2. After that, City away, Chelsea away, Liverpool away in the space of 4 fixtures.
Yeah, I mean, that's
the entire festive period. That's the entire festive period.
Yeah, I mean, you should be looking to sell Rafinha, I guess, because the fixtures, they don't have form, they don't have fixtures. They don't have anything worth, to look at the bright side. Yeah.
That's kind of what I said back there, right? Because if I have to choose between one of Gallagher or Rafinha all the way, if I have to sell one of them.
Yeah, true. I think it just Leeds, they lack quality in front, but at the same time, Bamford is coming back soon, so that would be a boost for Leeds.
But the thing is, right? At the start of the season, they have Bamford, and they weren't really that impressive either. So I don't know how much an impact that's gonna have, because I think
they didn't really have the full team. Like the defense was not there. Phillips wasn't there as well. So
true.
Yeah, but the fixtures get harder.
Yeah.
When they come back, the fixtures are hard.
I think in terms of priority sell, I wouldn't put Rafinha top. I think the next 2 games are still okay. They play Palace and Brentford, so maybe you just keep them. Keep him for.
I'll keep Rafinha for the next.
Yeah, and then you sell.
Yeah, after that, you can consider selling.
Yeah, I wasn't bullish on Rafinha at all this season. I said in the beginning of the season, I said Gallagher will outscore him. Everyone laughed, and now look at us. Yeah, just the lack quality too bad, too bad.
He's practically, how do I put this? It's basically a one-man team at this point. Rafinha and 10 others.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not like the other players are Premier League quality. Most of them, you would say, are Championship quality. And they bought Dan James. That's the only player they bought or something. Their
Who is a
recruitment
championship quality
this season.
player?
Exactly. Their recruitment this season has been very poor. Yeah, it's no surprise that they're not really doing well this season.
Roughly bought this season. I don't want to go through it because it's gonna take time. But there's
Firpo and
Firpo,
James.
there's Dan James. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, and they both really hasn't played that well.
Yeah.
Firpo as well is not really a good player, to be honest. He just has the Barcelona brand on him. That's it. Same for Dan James, I would say.
I feel
He-
personally attacked.
All right, okay. Let's stop the slander on Dan James. Let's move on to the next game.
All right. So the next game is Brentford against Everton. 1 goal. Ivan Toney's only touch in the opposition box. In terms of shots, I think Everton dominated this one. Everton have 14, 5 on target, and Brentford have 6, 4 on target. In terms of XG, right? On understand, Everton have 0.97, Brentford have 1.2, but there's a penalty in that. So
I watched the second half of this game, and the game was Everton tried to cross, and Brentford hit it out. Then Tony got the ball, and Tony tried to pass to Mbeumo, which didn't work. Almost most of the time, it didn't work, and the ball just recycles back, and for another cross. That's the entire second half of the game. Nothing much to look at.
by the
Everton-
way, if you
yeah,
hear
really
any
struggled.
background noise from my end, the guy next to me has music on and is singing, so I apologize.
Yeah, I don't think we can
Alright.
hear much. It's fine.
Okay.
No worries,
Going back to the point, 0.0 non-penalty expected goals for Tony. That you only have 1 touch as well, so
I mean,
one shot,
he
1
does
touch.
he does
in the
take
opposition
pens.
box.
He does take
He does take pens. He does take
So
pens,
let's
but
count
you aren't
that.
gonna get pens every game.
Yeah, I mean, look at as I said previously, the 6 million striker is no good options right now.
But the thing is, right? I don't know why Brentford switched back to a 3-5-2. They were looking good in a 3-4-3, and then they just switched back to a 3-5-2.
No idea. I mean, they won the game. Anybody want to talk about Everton?
Everton, not really.
Smashed. They're gonna get slapped by Liverpool this week.
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
game.
yeah. It's gonna be a bloodbath in the Merseyside derby.
I mean, we're talking about teams being poor. Look at Everton, with all the injuries. Rondon playing up front. I mean, Rondon is even a championship player. My goodness. Yeah, I think clean sheet banked for Liverpool this game week. There's no way they're not keeping a clean sheet. Famous last words.
Yeah, yeah,
Trent maybe a better now. This probably is the game to captain Trent, I would say, because like we really don't see Everton scoring at all, right?
yeah. I mean,
But I guess the only
can
thing
see-
saving Everton is the derby factor. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, they get slapped
Yeah.
every year though.
yeah, Anfield or
Yeah.
Goodison Park.
Goodison.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Liverpool
Doesn't
are
matter
just
for
too
Salah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool's too good. Yeah, let's move
Everton's
on.
injury list is quite bad, actually. Not that bad, but like key players are out. Calvert-Lewin, Yerry Mina. Those are missing.
Even better for Liverpool players. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
Let's
wrong?
talk about Mbeumo, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys, what?
I'm
I'm done with Mbeumo. I'm done.
I want to sell him immediately after the game. He got a yellow card for time wasting. Bro.
Never own him. Never did. Possibly never will.
Yeah.
Never.
What a
Don't
disaster.
don't ever.
He is
What
a
a, yeah.
He might come
disaster.
good. He might come good, but for now, no chance.
The worst part about Mbeumo and Tony, that experiment that everyone on FPL Twitter did, was that it didn't come off, and basically FPL Twitter came out losers compared to the casuals, you know. So like
Yeah.
all the research that we did and everything, that edge that we're supposed to have didn't pay off. Yeah, that's bad for us, I would say.
The thing is,
I
right?
think he has hit the
This
post like
Brentford
7
setup-
times this season.
Yeah.
Like,
The funny
how?
thing is, right, this Brentford setup is supposed to actually favor Mbeumo because Tony's going to flick on Mbeumo. But the problem is he's not actually finishing the chances, and that's the problem.
Yeah. I need to get rid of him as soon as possible. It's stinking
Kind
my
of what I
team.
liked about the 3-4-3 was that Tony became like the centerpiece, not Mbomo. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might get relegated this season if they're not careful. Defensively, they're
Things
poor.
right.
Attacking wise, they're not scoring. I mean,
Losing
gotta go.
David Raya and Aya kind of
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like a
Getting injuries.
yeah.
Injuries. It's like
But it's
leagues
not
injuries.
just that as well, because they play a system-based formation, right? They play a system-based type of football. Usually, when a player goes out, you still manage to at least keep your solidity at the back. But for them, the issue is, I think that's the issue with most.
Quality. When the main
Yeah.
player drops, the quality just drops a lot.
No, it's also the main issue with promoted teams. The first 8 games, you would say, first 6, 7, 8 games, they have that we got promoted. They have that bounce, right? But then after some time it wears off, and especially in December you see them crumble, and that's exactly what we're seeing with Brentford, I would say. It's definitely a fixture to target for when it comes to our strikers.
Who's playing Brentford next?
Also, Sergi Canio's injured. The fact is, I don't think they have another right back. They brought on Wisa, who's not actually a defender.
Yeah, it's midfield playing.
That's another injury.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good for Brentford. Sell Mbeumo if you have, please. Just sell him. I'm going to.
And guess the team they're facing next? Spurs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whose match is not here? Wonder why? I wonder why it's not here.
Who?
Burnley Spurs is not here.
Oh, true. The snow hits.
Yeah. Weather.
Speaking of the snow, the next 2 games that we're going to talk about, we barely saw anything. Not because we didn't watch the match, but because the snow was covering everything.
Yeah, and the ball. They say the ball was designed to better visibility in the winter. I mean, I don't think it helped much.
It didn't help at all.
Yeah.
First up, we'll talk about Leicester versus Watford, which I guess the thing that confirms. Yeah, what are you gonna say?
4-2. I mean, Watford defensively is just shambles. I mean, Foster didn't play, but he had a groin injury. Backman started, but the defense are still really, really poor.
I think that's the story of Watford so far since kind of Ranieri came in. Good attacking wise, defensive wise really shit.
Yeah. What's about Leicester? Madison?
I wouldn't read too much into the Leicester 4 goals for this game. I think because Watford are really poor, right? Even Vardy. Like Watford will make any team look good. That's what I would think. Even if you're thinking of buying James Maddison, no, just wait a few more games, see if he does this consistently, then you can probably go for it. But at the moment, no.
And Rodgers keep changing their
This
formation.
is the second game. This is the second game James Maddison return. This is the second game James Maddison return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just chasing points. I won't recommend it.
And I think attacking wise, like you said, under Ranieri, is it Ranieri? Yeah.
Ranieri.
For Watford, they're quite good attacking wise, and Dennis and Josh King. Yeah, like you're saying, Mark. Josh
Dennis
King,
exists.
I mean, he's on pens I think he'll be on pens now after Sar's horrific penalties against Man United. Is it good?
Is Dennis on pens or
No, King. Josh King.
Yeah, King was always, to me, like he always looked like the one. He creates a lot of stuff.
I was surprised that Josh King didn't take the pens ahead of Sarr, because he actually had a pretty good record before he came to Watford.
Yeah, I mean, I think now after all the misses by Sarr, I think King should be the number one.
King's the safe option.
What's his price?
Yeah.
King, I think
5.6.
It's 5.6. Dennis is 5.3. So
I wouldn't go for Dennis though, because he has he's injured, plus the yellow card issue, plus the Nations League. African
The
nations.
AFCON. The thing with AFCON is right. I checked last night. Dennis hasn't been involved with the international
Nigeria.
setup since 2020. He hasn't played. He hasn't been selected. So unless he gets up, so there's a pretty low chance. But I don't know.
No, but he's playing well now.
Yeah.
So the better he plays, the worse of
Yeah.
an FPL asset it becomes.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
once the Africa
we
Cup
know
of
better
Nations
when the
should be
squad gets announced.
once the
Yeah.
Africa Cup of Nations game week 20, right?
Yeah,
So
I think he'll go.
should
To
be
be honest, I
around
think.
15, right?
Yeah, the game after Boxing Day.
Yeah. So he should be gone around there. So yeah, there's still a good few game weeks away.
Josh
And I'll
King,
probably
come on,
milk-
Josh King.
I'll,
Josh King,
I'll
5.6
milk
million.
Emmanuel Dennis until then. He's my new Adam
Josh-
Webster.
All right. Josh King, 5.6 million could be the new replacement for Armstrong or Tony.
The thing is, right, even if Dennis and Sa going is kind of, well, not too good. But Watford do have options, to be fair. It's not like they'll run out of options. They have like
I mean, the
17 different strikers. They
they're
have João
playing
Pedro,
Chelsea
to be fair. They have João Pedro, to be fair. Watford fans hype him up like crazy. So we'll finally get to see what he's capable of.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they're playing Chelsea next, and then Man City. I mean,
Yeah, Chelsea and Man City.
you can.
I'll
you
let
can
him
wait,
rock
you
that.
can- You can wait to get Josh King. You don't have to rush.
I think he's due a price rise. If not today, I think he's getting one tomorrow or something. Oh, he got one yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Josh King.
It's just
Dennis?
point
Josh King.
chasing.
On the charts for expected goals and everything in the past 4 game weeks, he's high, very high up. So yeah, he's constantly been a good options for the last 6 weeks, I would say. So, yeah,
Josh King?
he's doing it consistently. Yeah, definitely after those 2 game weeks, I'm getting him in for sure.
Josh King. Yep, I agree with that. Let's go on to the second last game.
Yeah. When Spurs is good fixtures, and I think I'll probably need a striker. So we'll see what happens then.
Let's hope there's no more
At some point,
weather
you
disruption.
need to take him out.
Yep. Okay.
So the last 2 games, I think this one, good one. We're at that point again.
I mean, the assist. Come on.
That was jamming.
It glanced his feet or something.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been talking, as you guys know, like we do some spaces for FPL, right? We've been talking about Gundogan for a while, and we said that me and Andy, my partner in crime, we've been talking about getting Gundogan next week, and lo and behold, he scores this week, and everyone's talking about him. So a little bit late about for that, but yeah, he's by far, I think, the best option when it comes to Man City midfielders. Foden at the moment plays too wide for him to be a good option, in my personal opinion. You'll get frustrated quite a lot with him. So
Question
and
there.
for him not even to be in the team sheet for this game, I think it's quite worrying. So yeah, we wait for more news from Pep on Foden, and if you can make the move to Gundogan, you're saving 1 million or something. So yeah, just go for it. Gundogan is possibly on pens as well, and he takes set pieces.
Yeah.
He gets
That's
into the box a lot more than Foden. So yeah, definitely get him in. I think he's the best option for City.
Yeah, actually just asked the question. So Bruno thinks that Gundogan, you can look to the slot.
Yeah,
If,
I advise
doesn't-
people to do that before this game week as well. So yeah, I think this just confirms it. The fact that he holds this week.
Yeah, and considering that Foden is if Foden, Grealish, and KDB are still out, I mean, the 3 midfielders already. Gundogan is looking much better.
Yeah. And the thing that I just said, wait for Pep to say something in the press conference. He rarely does. So we're not really sure if he's going to say anything. So
Yeah, he's no
Yeah.
The other
Bielsa.
thing I want to talk about, I guess, is this guy. It's not too
Yeah, with
bad.
Jesus. The price point is quite awkward.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. How do you fit him in, really? Um,
yeah.
That's not the right tab. This one is.
All right. What else? Any clean sheet wipe out at the last minute? Any Antonio owners still out there?
I don't think it affects anyone, to be honest. Most people, I mean, in our price brackets, own Cancelo anyway. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
it's
Like most,
The people
like
who
my
have
effective
double.
ownership around my rank is like 94%, not 94. I think close to 90. So it won't do anything. I just went down like 300 places.
yeah.
That's negligible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
streak and onto the other team, West Ham. I just remember because Mark said in the chat, Jared Bowen. Yeah, because they switched to like
Yeah, they switched to five at the back, but Ben Johnson still played as a right wing back.
yeah Ben Johnson. I think this is like the sixth start or something ahead of Sufal.
So far, yeah,
No,
4
but
million.
Sufal was injured, right?
Yeah, but he never came back. He never came back to the 11.
Yeah, but
He played in the Europa League, but I think Johnson's starting in the Prem. So
yeah, I think it'll take some time, to be honest. I think Switch from Planet FPL, who's a West Ham fan, was saying that he can see Sufal coming back soon. I think defensively, possibly, Ben Johnson is good, but then attacking wise,
Yeah.
he's quite poor. So that's why they might bring Sufal in for when the fixtures come good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trade off. Johnson is better defensively, but attacking wise, so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I guess since we covered all three options, I guess we can answer this question. Any thoughts on who to pick between Jota, Madison, and Gunnar?
Jota.
Jota,
All right.
the far better attacking team.
Yeah. And one more player to talk about in this fixture, Antonio. Swang, I think you sold him this week,
Yeah, I
wasn't it?
saw him. I already saw him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I am also selling him this week because he looks like a winger nowadays. He's not really getting into the box. He doesn't look. I mean, if you look at his history this season, all the game weeks, if you cover the first three fixtures, it's awful. Just find Antonio. Look for Antonio.
So, okay, so yep.
Yeah.
13,
Yeah.
16, 11.
Yeah.
Then
If you just ignore these three, then that's the striker you're getting, really.
2 goals
Like,
in
And
10
he's at
games.
40%
Civil,
ownership.
I'm
How is he still at 40%?
I think
Don't
he's still
understand.
like the highest scoring striker or somewhere. I don't know if Vardy took over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that plays a factor since he's like the highest scoring player in the game.
Yeah,
also,
and
I-
recently he was still in the charts for underlying statistics in terms of XG and all, shots in the box, whatnot. But in the past 4 game weeks, he's dropped off massively. Bowen is by far the best option for West Ham, for attacking wise, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, agreed.
I think people also have too much value in Antonio, so they don't want to sell him. But I
To be
already
fair,
booked that.
right? 0.6. So let's say you bought him at base price 7.5. So he's currently 8.1. I think if you sell him, you'll get what 7.8. So that's a point.
Yeah.
You will need 0.3 to buy him back. But the thing is, right? Because of his recent form, as well as his next fixtures
mean,
aren't
His price will
that
just
great,
drop.
his
Price
price
will
will just
continue.
drop. So that 0.3 will probably become like 0.2 or 0.1 by the time you might want to buy him back.
Yeah.
So if I hadn't, but the thing is, right, his fixtures, West Ham's fixtures are quite awkward. So if you want to play to the fixtures, right, Brighton
No,
at
after
home.
this, yeah, after Chelsea, I think it's quite good.
This is a point
But
where
the
you
thing
might
is,
want to attack us again.
yeah, but the thing is, I'm not trusting Antonio even in these fixtures now. Like from what I'm saying, I don't even see him scoring in those games. Earlier in the season, you were expecting him to score. Now you're just hoping. It's a big distinction.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I already made a move.
yeah,
Don't know you
I
can
had him
join
as
me.
well. I bought him at 7.5 beginning of the season, and I had him until this game week. Now I just sold him after this. I couldn't.
I'm just glad I sold him a wild card when I did. Like one return in 6, I think, since I sold him. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Yeah.
it is what it
Sell for me.
is, as I like to say.
All right.
Anyone
All
will
right.
terrorize Laporte. Laporte is not good defensively, my friends.
I mean,
Yeah, he gets bullied quite easily.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're happy to hold him and bench him, and put the
Things want to
options
play
out.
to the fixtures, right? If you just say fixtures, bring form or whatever you say, maybe you might want to hold him, see where it goes. But it's kind of awkward to sell him as well. I don't know. I don't want to
mean,
be in the position you're in. I'm
But
just
that's the same. Those fixtures that you're looking at. That's the same time where Watford their fixture improve. Aston Villa their fixture improve. So there'll be other options around that time. So you don't
yeah, I
necessarily
mean,
need to have Antonio during that
you think you want
on that
Josh
game.
King or you want Mikel Antonio?
At the moment, I want Josh King.
that's cool.
From what I'm seeing, yeah, West Ham have
Yeah,
slowed down clearly. So
yeah.
and they don't
Obona is a
really
big
have.
miss for them.
And
Yeah,
it's not like Europe is affecting him either, because
Yeah,
he's actually
yeah,
getting rested for the Europa League. So I don't know.
yeah.
yeah. Fair point. So we'll talk about big match.
Yeah, Chelsea against Man United. I don't know how we snuck a point out of that game, honestly.
I mean, his name is right there, Jorginho.
Swang, I told, like, I tweeted at you. I think I replied to one of your tweets saying that we found a way. We found how to beat Chelsea. It's to give the chances to the strikers, not the defenders. You know.
Yeah,
The thing is, right,
Yeah.
as a
Timo
one-off,
Werner, 5 shots, 0 on target as a striker.
Yeah.
like
And Werner
that,
is just awful as a striker. Honestly, you guys will take a refund right now if you could. Right now.
Refund. Where's my refund? Yeah, I mean it's painful to watch. I mean Jorginho made a huge mistake. Without that, I don't. Red had no chance. I mean,
I
one
think that
Yeah, I
was
think
like
I will.
but Sancho was pretty good with the pressing. I would say, he was really front foot.
we pressed a lot more in that game than we did in the first 12 games combined. Honestly,
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, Ronaldo didn't play. Didn't start. Ronaldo didn't start, which was a big one for Carrick to do.
to be fair, Carrick in 2 games made 2 ballsy decisions. Bench Bruno last game, and Ronaldo this game.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea defense is still good, still very good. But
I mean, apart from that goal, and then one shot by Fred, which I don't know why he didn't pass to the 2 guys beside him. I don't think
that was
we had.
that was
That
the
was,
biggest relief I had, man. Like he wanted to play catching practice with Mendy.
Yeah.
I try to
apart from
lock
those
Mendy. I
two
don't know
stuff,
what he was trying to do.
he was trying to do
What
what
is his
McTominay did against City like 2 years ago. Or something. He saw his name on the front pages and went for it.
Imagine.
Absolutely fluffed it.
But to be
Apart from
fair,
those two
Fred
times,
played well that game. Like,
yeah,
if you just remove that chance, I think
yeah.
as sort of a number eight, half number eight, half number six, he's a good player. We see him for
Brazil.
Brazil. Even in that game, he gave a good ball to
Mm.
Sancho, who miscontrolled
The thing
it.
is, right?
That could have been a goal. You
Yeah.
know,
The thing
that
is,
was
right, I
a
was watching.
full Brazilian lob pass that
Yeah.
he did for Sancho. That was brilliant. Yeah, he has
The
that
last two
in him.
games, yeah, Fred is like sometimes he's really good, but sometimes
No, but he has his
Sometimes,
weakness. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
good. Sometimes it's shit.
Fred, when he's
yeah,
running towards the goal, he's good.
yeah,
But when he's running behind, big problems.
yeah.
Then he panics and all. But like when he's running towards players, that's quite easy for him. He can do that. That's his strength actually. So yeah, I think under Ragnick,
Yeah.
now that he's confirmed today,
I think Rangnick will love him, honestly.
yeah,
Just have to
100%.
say it.
Yeah. We'll talk about
Going
Alonso
back
getting
to
stopped out. Alonso getting stopped out
going back to the
for
point, right?
Pulisic.
Apart from that one chance in the Fred chip, I think we ever actually had a real sniff at Chelsea's goal. So I think the defense should be fine. It's not like we just cracked the defense or anything.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
our attacking is still the problem. I mean, nobody could finish. Hudson-Odoi couldn't finish at the start.
Lukaku will be back.
And
Lukaku's back.
Rudiger. he skied it to the moon, the last kick of the game, and hit the
Yeah.
post as well.
I
So
think that's
one
why
day,
Chelsea. I think that's why you guys won't be winning the league this season. You guys cannot score. Like you cannot just rely on defenders to
the
score.
Lukaku
You know,
time back.
like the
Lukaku is
strikers.
coming back.
But even Lukaku, when he
I
was
think he's
there, like
right.
he blanked so many games, right?
I mean,
Like you're
his
still
fault.
relying on the defenders too much, I would say.
Yeah, we do have a finishing issue, which is very prominent when our wing backs don't score, which is very odd for me to say. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think Marcos Alonso wasn't that great. I mean, no Ben
Yeah,
Chilwell,
Marcos
and
Alonso was. I don't want to say shit, but yeah, he certainly wasn't good. His corners weren't that
yeah,
good
I mean,
either.
what was surprising was that when Alonso came off, Tuchel moved James to the left wing back to target Wan-Bissaka by cutting in, which was very interesting because he played Pulisic as a right wing back. I'm not sure how often he would do that, so Alonso might be a little bit at risk. He may not be
I
that
think
near as a left.
moving James to the left wing back. I don't know. I think James will be right. Will continue to play as a right wing back. So I don't. I think Alonso should be fine. Didn't he say something about Alonso going off because
he was tired?
of match
apparently.
and stuff? Yeah.
Tuchel said he was
Yeah,
tired.
he hasn't played lately, right, Alonso? So
I don't think
I
he's
think
played
just
much.
building his fitness as well.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
about
surprised
Chalobah.
actually.
Chalobah getting his another start at 4.8 million.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think the space that we did for Game Week 13, you said something about Chalobah, so
Yeah, I'm very pro Chalobah if you want him like your second Chelsea defender.
But then you'd rather have the fullbacks, right? So
Yeah,
um,
James is
I'm
really
quite
much.
surprised that Chelsea didn't really exploit those crosses behind Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I mean, we saw that the chance that Alonso got in the box, right, when Reece James crossed towards
Yeah, I mean
Aaron
he
Wan-Bissaka,
I think
and
he didn't expect Wan-Bissaka to do that. That's why he couldn't control
yeah,
it.
but like he should have watched some United games. Wan-Bissaka is awful at defending crosses. He's awful,
Yeah,
awful.
that was a huge chance.
basically most of his
Yeah.
1v1 tackles are basically like solving his own problems because he switches off
I mean,
quite a
he
lot.
conceded the penalty by trying to clear the ball when she failed.
Yeah, but he didn't see the player though. I mean, to be fair to
I
him,
mean,
it was kind of an
I think
unlucky
he's
penalty.
very rash as a defender. Like
Yeah.
he loves a tackle.
Yeah.
It may not be a
No,
good
honestly,
thing
I,
as
I
well.
honestly feel like he was just trying to kick the ball. He didn't see the player. He's just unlucky. I mean, it's a penalty definitely, but he's just unlucky. It happens.
Yeah, and Jorginho is on penalties for Chelsea. If you're still wondering.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not have Jorginho ahead of Tony? Tony is literally the same thing, right? If you want a penalty taker, just get Jorginho. I mean, his
Yeah.
returns lately have been good, right? Just can you check Jorginho's history?
Yeah, click on his name. I think it's 5 million. Sam, click on it.
Yeah, can you show
Penalty
his
goal.
records?
Can you click
Sam?
on Jorginho?
Let me check his penalty goals.
No, you could click his name. Click his name.
No, his
Click on
FPL
Jorginho.
returns.
Overall. But yeah, to be fair, he did miss 2 in the World Cup qualifiers for Italy not too long ago.
Yeah, but he's been offering other returns lately, not just penalties. Yeah,
For
Chelsea,
I'm not saying get
actually
him, but it's just fun.
I mean, we will have a double game week during when the Cup World Cup comes. So if you
2 double game
really
weeks.
want a third Chelsea player during that time, you can think of it.
Double Cup.
Yeah.
I think it's 24-25, so you will have 2 double game weeks.
Yeah. So Sancho getting his first PL goal. Confidence.
Yeah, finally.
2-2 now. I think
It's a
the
big,
last
big,
thing was
big week
more.
for him.
What's
I guess this
Sancho's
game he
price now?
didn't really do too much apart from the goal. So
I mean, he was.
it
playing
was
in
a good
Chelsea.
goal, but
Yeah, it was Jorginho's mistake. And Ronaldo not playing. You think you will continue?
No, he'll play. I think just to manage his minutes. What's the point of having a Ronaldo this game when we're not gonna have the possession of the ball? I mean, really.
I
think
don't think he played well when he came on as well.
Yeah, that's the point. Ronaldo needs to be in a team where he's gonna get the ball into the box. He's not a chaser. He's not a Lingard or anybody else. I mean, so yeah, this game, I don't think anyone expected us to have possession of the ball. So why waste Ronaldo's time?
Yeah. I think as soon as you saw the line, you immediately knew we were specifically setting up the counter.
Yeah. Honestly, that's all we can do. I mean,
Yeah.
Chelsea are so good as a system. They're going to have
The last
possession
time
of
we
the
tried
ball.
to play toe to toe, I think it was Liverpool, right? When we were out of form, we tried to play toe to toe. Look how that turned out.
Exactly. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
Tactical
think that was
masterclass.
if 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 any of us went to manage Man United for that game, we would have. And you have just one game to manage, right? You wouldn't have played Ronaldo. It didn't
Yeah.
make sense to be honest. So yeah,
Sancho is
I think
8.9 million.
The thing with Sancho is, I think because he's played in
Huh?
German, he's played in Germany before. So I think Lucien Favre actually, I don't know. I don't know how Lucien Favre plays on shit. So I don't really know, but we'll see.
I think he's more used to
yeah,
a pressing system.
But the thing I worry about, right? It's still early doors. He's not even had his visa yet, so I don't know what to say.
yeah. We'll
But
see.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
just wait and watch for United at the moment.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we have 3 game weeks until game week 16 where we want United players. So we just wait and
yeah.
watch and we'll see what happens.
The thing,
yeah.
Arsenal, you're
The
not gonna
next
buy.
game
Like
is
Crystal Palace, maybe you might buy, but I think that will be Rangnick's first game in charge. Crystal Palace. I don't think Arsenal will be so. After Crystal Palace, you have a Champions League game against Young Boys, and then you'll have another Premier League game. So I think if you wait until 3 game weeks from now, which should be 14, 15, 16, you have 3 games of sample size, maybe 2, depending on when Rangnick comes in for his first game. So that should be good enough sample size, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just wait and see. Don't rush. Don't rush.
Because
yeah.
it's a completely new, like it's a clean slate. We don't really know what to expect.
Yep. All right. I think we have a question.
I think that's really it for the stream. We'll
Wait,
just take
Mohammed
some questions at the end.
Mohammed Hazik has a question.
Q&A. I forgot to switch the banner while we are doing the thing, so it's just like my gaming review for the last 1 hour.
I can't click
go
on
to
the yes.
Yeah,
Go on,
I'll just
comment.
start from the top.
Right. I think Marcus has Sanchez, TA, Cancelo, Rudiger, James, Salah, Son, Gallagher, Rafinha, Antonio, Jimenez.
Then just
Okay.
Foster, ESR,
Yes, do.
Liverpool, Davis.
Yes, do that. Yeah, Rafinha, Jota,
You
no
don't even
brainer.
need to tell us your team. Just
You don't
say
even need
Rafinha,
to.
Jota.
Yeah.
Yes, even
Yes,
for a
come on.
-4, do it.
Yes, Jota is just too good right now. No brainer. Do it. Yeah, and for free as well. Come on,
So that,
do it.
yep.
Do it,
So
Marcus.
both of them agree. Yeah, it's really a no-brainer. Rafinha Jota, and then that's it. I think the next question is, before we answer this one, this is not really a question, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah, here.
Yeah, definitely.
Regarding
Jota
Jota
taking
taking the -4 hits or transfer, the likes of ESR Gallagher without the hits can go to Gundogan Madison without the hit. Yes,
Oh, listen.
Jota is probably a bigger priority than the other two. So
Yeah, I
Jota.
agree.
Yeah. Yes,
Ideally,
Gallagher.
Muhammad, just forget Madison, I would say. Just focus on trying to get
Yeah,
Jota
this-
and Gundogan in, if you can. I think these are 2 priority at the moment.
Yes. Just get Jota. Jota is your number one, and then
taking a
Gundogan number two.
-4 hit or transferring out the likes of ESR Gallagher without the hit. So, well, which one
take
would
the
you
hit.
do?
Take the hit or transfer out ESR or Gallagher for Jota.
Which one would you do?
Take the
Depends
hit.
who's the -4 is for.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, Hazik.
Yeah, you can
you
send a DM. You can ask us.
Yeah.
DM as well.
After the handles
you
are
can send us.
should be up, I think, here. Oh, you can check
Mark
back in
is
the
ask-
stream.
Mark is asking a very good question. Captain Jota or Salah?
Yeah.
I think Captain Salah. No
Yeah.
debate.
Right,
Because
yeah,
because of the pens and the fact that Salah, he rarely gets. I mean, has he blanked? He blanked only once this season.
Yeah,
So
against
Give him
Burnley,
two.
that's it.
yeah,
And even then, he had a goal which was ruled out for offside marginally.
Yeah, I think I would not risk captaining someone else that's
yeah.
not Salah.
I think the only person probably you go to other than Salah is Trent,
Trent.
and that's probably the only one. Other than that, I don't really see anyone else.
Ninja, you could make a good case for Jota because like he's the centerpiece of it all, but like going against Salah itself, it's a frightening thought.
Yeah, it's not good enough return, I would say, for the risk that you're taking. When you're looking at Trent, you're getting the clean sheet points, which is like 3 points more even. It's not really that much more. So yeah,
Yeah, I'll it's Salah all day, man.
Salah, yeah.
Yep. So I guess yeah, just one. There's not really a question, but yeah, wait and see for me then. I'll go with Conte Spurs. Yeah, I think this is talking about Man United. Yeah,
Yeah, look, I saw people
two of
tripling
us
up
jumped the gun.
on
Two of us
Spurs.
jumped the gun with Spurs.
Yeah, I saw people with Son, Kane, and a Spurs defender. Like, there's too much faith in Spurs, in my opinion.
Things right. It could go anyway. Like, I guess you can understand why you would take the risk with Conte because usually, like most of his teams, kind of go a similar way. The wing backs are productive. The main striker usually ends up scoring quite a lot of goals. But with Rennie, right, we can go. I don't know how we're gonna set up and who's gonna play, who's not gonna play. So it's a bigger risk than Conte from an FPL perspective.
Yeah, no one
Tottenham is
knows
still Tottenham.
basically.
Tottenham is still Tottenham.
Shall we wrap this up?
Yeah, we should
Right
wrap
then.
this up. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
So yeah, any
Cheers,
last
guys.
words?
Remember your deadline, man. Remember the deadline is
Yes.
tomorrow. Don't
The
forget
deadline
your
is
deadline.
just over 24 hours. So yeah, set your transfers, set your captains, set your starting 11, get your bench order right in case whatever happened on Sunday happens again.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Bruno doing the outro.
that might
Yeah, I
not be
think
the one.
I just like to do a quick shout out to the people in the chat. There's Hadi, M Crux, Astralicious, who
Mark,
said nice shirt. Thank you very much.
I think that's
Mark,
Mark.
Mohammed,
Delicious.
yeah, Hadi again. Yeah, thanks for
Mark.
joining us, guys. See us again. When will the next review be?
Next review should be between 13 and 14. I'll have to see when 14 ends.
Thursday.
So I think game week 14 ends on Thursday. So I think Friday night around the same time, I think we should have our game week 14 review. And then on the Saturday, we'll have our usual deadline stream.
All right,
All right,
guys.
sounds good. Sounds good.
Hit the like button. Follow Expectations on Twitter for the next update. Cheers, guys.
And also, just give us feedback whether you like this format or not, because this is still like our testing period. So if you want to try out something else, let us know. We'll give it a go.
This is a prototype.
Yeah, this is still prototype phase. And yeah, that's about it. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, turn on post notifications, and yeah, follow us at FPO_swing, at FPO Bruno with 2 O's, and then my at Craig likes to take a piss out of, which is yeah. And
Alright.
yeah, that's about it. And
Good
thank you
night.
for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. Until then, take care, good luck, and may your arrows be green.